Hello everybody and welcome back to AllTheMons. We've got a few things lined up for today, so we're going to jump straight in as usual. One of the things is we're going to automate the loot process of what is behind me, as in the mob spawner. So yeah, we're going to get that all automated with drawers and pipes, etc, etc. And then maybe we'll get into some power. Let's go. Okay, so I want to get this done pretty fast so that we can move on from the mob spawner because we've been doing it a lot. I actually want to turn it off for the time being because I am working on a build for this as well. I want to get a build done. Kill itself. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to get some builds done and then we're going to move base probably from here. Because I do want to get some sort of building done, which would be nice. Right. First of all, we need a controller. A storage controller. I have that. Like, save the gold ready for that upgrade. That's going to take gold. And I don't know how much we have. Not a fat lot, but we can get some more. Cool. But yeah, what we're after is 9 quartz. This I can. Sick. I want to upgrade that. Nice. And then we can do that. And then I can just craft it as per. There we go. And we'll start by doing this. 2 of those. They go there, that goes there. That goes there. That's item pipes. Cool. So let me sleep. And yeah, so we'll start off very, very simple with doing that. And that. Right, let's chuck all these berries away. And yeah, we're going to craft a bunch of chests. We're going to turn some of these into planks. And we're going to craft a bunch of drawers. So we need to get paper. And I think the easiest way for me to get paper right now would be the cutting board. The 4 gold goes there, paper goes there, draw in the middle, and we just grab a linking tool and a configuration tool. Cool. Cool tool. Right. I put this just right. These are gonna go here. Don't know how many I'm gonna need. But we'll place any as we can right now. And we can always add more or take more away. Just like that. I'll leave them out. Okay, we're going to lock them first. Then we can link this. I know there's a fast link you can do, but I don't have great control over it usually, so I don't really want to. Okay, let's start with arrows. They should be going in. Very nice. Think there's anything else there? That's everything for now. So there's still a few slots left open. I'm going to break this side. Like that. There we go. And then this is where it's going to be a bit different. So we're going to want, right, I want a crafting table. We're going to want, oh, I'm just going to do it. Basically, I'm going to make another salvager. Because the one we have is downstairs and I want to keep there because all this is going to get moved. So I guess we'll use this one. Save on the fuel. Right, these can go into our nature. Now, right. We need. I can never remember which one survived. It. We have to do this. Trash can. Right. Next up, we're gonna need 2 levers. Pull the lever, Kronk. Right. They're gonna go there. How do we want to do it though? We're gonna have to have one come in and one come out. Yeah. Right. Okay. I also need. And we're gonna. Cool. I can do like this, and we're gonna go sleeps because I want the pipe grids anyway, because they allow redstone signals, right? So yeah, we're gonna do that. This one doesn't need a redstone signal. That's just gonna have a pipe on it to speed things up as is. And then we're gonna put one here, and it's gonna go. Be close. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go here. I'm gonna detach from you. You're gonna go there, and you're gonna go there. That one doesn't need anything. This one does. Right? And then we put on and off, right? That should be doing that. Which we're gonna have lost some, yeah. But it's fine. Okay. So we have these open, but I want to detach it even further. We're gonna have one here. Lock on it? Oh yeah, they're locked. Arcane sands, time war, fabric. Okay, and then the chains and stuff, the leather, be off. And powered. There we go. Okay, now it should be off. Okay, Godforge Pearl though, that's good. That's our first. Okay, you can go there, you can go there. Diamonds we're going to get from this, which is really nice. Gold we're going to get from this. Great. Okay. And we're going to link that. Right, I also need... I can do it here if I just place a crafting table. Place one right here. Need... Go, if we do this and this and this, I want Godforge Pearls to have their own drawer, pretty much. So, and we'll do that. Finish off anything extra. There we go. Gem dust. Ooh, gem dust might need its own. No, because I do all the gems by hand. So, there's no slots left open, so I'm going to use that. Right. All of this, I'm pretty happy with it. Just going. We'll keep you. Keep the grass block. You can go because I don't need you in my tree. What's next is going to be... Oh, the pickaxe is too good. Okay. So you're going to go there. You're going to go there. It's important we do this step last. You can go in. Powered. Oh no, because we're going to have to power that. So that's not quite right. Yeah, I can just leave it there. When that's powered, like so, it will take all this out and empty the chest for us, and then we just flip it back off, and then we can do this. These are all automated now, which is great. Dirt block. Put it in there. I mean, this will probably work if I had one on this level, this Y level, but I don't really care. Right, that's all done, so I can turn that off, and I can turn the farm back on, and it will that's off, yeah, should gather everything, and until this is full, which they will be filling up, and then when they're full, they'll stay in here, so that's why we need void upgrades on these. It's not too necessary, because when they do fill up, they'll just go in here, and then they'll get voided off anyway. So it's fine, but still, I'd rather have void upgrades there as well, so it doesn't clog up the chest. But we can leave this running now for a bit, and then when it fills up, all we do is turn this on, it'll process. Well, we can check the loot, but you know, we can see how it's doing. So that's pretty good. We can leave that running and not worry about it filling up too much. Cool. Right, we need to upgrade this already. Right, let's get a Tom's simple storage, and then we're going to try our best to get a simple 82 going. Tom. No, it's called sophisticated storage, isn't it? That is a Tom's. There we go. Cool. That's connecting all of them. This can go soon. I'm going to go here for now. But all we'd need to do is put another barrel there. And that is just to get that connected. Right, you are going to go there for now. And I might swap side. Yeah, we're going to put you there. You want the terminal to be in the middle. So, we're going to need to find a meteorite. So we're going to need a charger. Okay, so the charger should be pretty simple. Yep. 5 of you and 2 of you. Like this. That's our charger. We can plug this in over here. Cool. And then we can make a normal compass and we can put it into our charger to turn it into a meteorite. And if you've never done AE2 before, this is how you start. You start with a charger, you put a compass in, it turns it into a meteorite compass, and it points you in the nearest direction of a meteorite. So then follow it. There we go. I don't want the Pokemon on show at the moment. Okay, getting close. Sometimes they can be underground, so you got to keep an eye out. Yeah, this one's underground by the looks of it. Oh, it's a Rowlet. Yeah, so it should be under here somewhere. Wait, look at that. Okay, we're going to mine the Skystone. And how are our flawless crystals doing? Have we got any good ones? Right, let's keep mining the Skystone. I want all of it. I want to get a lot of it. Maybe not all of it, because it's a lot. That is a lot. How many have we got? We got floor. We actually get a flawless. That's crazy. That's actually crazy, and I'll explain why. Okay, we got chipped, damaged, chip, flawed. Okay, these we're all gonna mine normally. I think I need a right. You know what? Just because I can, and I can always get more. I'm just gonna do. Go. We can revert these back to 30 quartz. I know it's not the best thing. Ooh, stone. No, we don't need it. Okay, we mined the cube in the middle, and it gives us a guide, and it also gives us presses. Okay, the guide I don't need. The meteorite compass, keep. The fact that we have this is incredible. And I'm gonna go /home really quick, and I want to make a cardboard. Can I make cardboard? We'd need mechanism. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. One of you. These are gonna go here. That's fine. We need 3 iron and a bunch of wood. That makes a sawmill. And then we just need to put spruce in here. We just need 4 actually, so that out. Cool. Wait for this. They're gonna give me 2 every time. Oh, it is sick. Okay, cool. Right, I don't need more than that at the moment. Back, grab that, slash back. So, I think you need Silk Touch to mine this. I'm not quite sure, but you can get a cardboard box, mine it with the cardboard box. We can go slash home again. And then we can very just place this down, shift right click, and that is flawless budding crystal back. This will grow crystals, so what we're going to do is we're going to speed up that crystal growth. Go in there with you. These can stay on our person right now. Right, so we are going to want... Oh, that's going to happen a lot. We're going to want growth accelerators. And we're going to want... We're going to need flux for that. That's fine. We're going to want crystal resonance generator. Also going to take flux. Okay. That's great, but it's not bad. We might need to get some more. And telling me that there's another meteorite in this direction, so we're going to grab that. The extra 30 quartz, because 32 is not enough to even duplicate the amount we are going to be needing. I think you need 64 minimum to duplicate. This is an above ground one. It's a below ground one. Okay. Put down again. Wait, look at that. Oh, this one's literally right on the edge. Okay, let's go. Right, I don't need the cube again. We're going to grab it because there's things later on that we're going to need. But we don't need it massively. So if you're collecting these, you don't need it. I think they have a recipe later. Yeah, so you can make the universal press, which I think can do all of them. It can do all of them, which saves stuff, but yeah. You can use it for the circuit slicer, which we'll get eventually. Is that another flawless? Oh, I don't have the thing. Okay. That's crazy. Flawless is meant to be really... These are meant to be rare. Wait, that's crazy. Okay, let's grab them. Grab these. Cool. I kind of want to see if I can just mine. I ain't gonna lie. So what happens when you mine them? Well, these in normal, they go down a grade every single time. So they're all graded. You know, like chipped, budding, etc., etc. So they all go down a grade every single time that you do it. There's another meteorite there. So as soon as we get the mysterious cube, I think the meteorite resets. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. Grab you. That's gonna have a respawn. I'm gonna just... Yeah, it turns into flawed. So we have lost one there. But it's fine. Honestly, my fault. It's fine though. Right, to save headache, we're gonna put this one here because we're gonna get growth accelerators. Cool. Now we have 64. Very nice. Nice stone. You can go. Right, next up, we need the inscriber. It's gonna be 5, one of you, and piston. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. We're gonna go here. 2 of you, 1, 2 of you, and then that is subscriber. So that can go on there, and that's where we will do this. Right. Next up, subscriber can go. We can make more inscribers, but I'd rather just do the grind. Till we've got more resources, and it can at least start. Next up will be... So we're going to want flux, which is going to have to be done in world. So we're gonna want charged redstone and nether quartz. But I just want to get enough right now for this. So that's gonna be 2 plus 6. So if we need 6, we're gonna have to place 3 of each. Okay. So let's charge these up. So if you need in charged Certus quartz, we're going to place it in here. And we're going to do this. You can also, if you don't have a power source, you can use a hand crank from Applied Energistics to power this. It can't power anything else. Maybe the inscriber it can, but it takes hunger away. So you kind of just want to use it for the charger. But I'd recommend just hooking it up to anything that has power. It will work the same. So yeah. Then we're going to need 3 quartz, 3 redstone, and we'll just grab a bucket because I don't like doing it in the big open. I think it gets just annoying. Please tell me you're in my farm. Sick. Right, this can go here. To be fair, we'd probably make an infinite. Yeah, let's quickly just make an infinite. It'll save some headache. Flying down here every time. Because our jetpack isn't the fastest right now. Yeah. Do a 2x2 because I somehow mess it up every time. We actually don't need that, so then we can just chuck these in here. They are going to do an in-world interaction with those sparks, and they're going to turn into flux crystals, like so. So then we're going to do this. Turn that one into a block. We're going to want, as well, to get these. So we need to get this. So this is Certus quartz. We're going to put the Certus quartz into an inscriber. Like so. And this is actually way better because in the original AE2, before they upgraded it and did mods to it, you could only put 1 item in at a time, so it was really frustrating. But yeah, that can be done really easily. So this mod's mainly going to use iron, redstone, gold, diamond, glass, and then its own system of stuff, which is silicon and these crystals. So as long as you've got those, you'll be fine. Okay. We're gonna grab one of that. We're gonna need one of these glass cables, and then we're gonna want this. We need to do 5 more. Actually, let's check our quest. See if it'll give us any. Oh, I did as well. Get in. Okay, we've got our glass on us. And that is that. And that is... We're missing iron. Okay. There we go. That's a growth accelerator. Sick. Okay. These are already started growing. So I'm going to put this down here. And then we're going to want this crystal resonance generator. So we're going to need 2 charged quartz. We're going to need 2 redstone and 2 nether quartz. Hello, zombie. There we go. Thank you for your sacrifice. There we go. And then the resonance generator is going to need another 1. And the charger. Okay. This guy's going to drop boots as well. I was saying to Decoy, the owner of the SMP, it's so evident of ADHD when I play because I just get so distracted so quick. Like, so quickly. Okay. Crystal resonance generator can go on there, and that... Hello, dude. What are you doing, my guy? Thank you for your sacrifice. So this should be storing... It's going to store exactly the right... Okay. Blah, 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 blah. This crystal resonance generator generates exactly enough to power the growth accelerator. And the more we have, the faster this is going to go as well. And this is just 3 crystals for us. So, yeah, that's going to go. When they're full, we can mine them. Let me sleep, because these guys are getting really annoying. And the more growth crystals we have, the better. And the more, the better it is. The more of these we can make. So the more of these we can make, etc., etc., etc. It just piles on and on and on itself. And the best thing is, quests exist. So we don't need skystone. Meh, don't need iron. So yeah, right, I'm going to make some more crystal accelerators. We made 6 before, so we're going to want 8 because we're going to do them all together. Actually, wait, I could do this in here, right? Yes, I can. Can I do them in bulk? Oh, I can. Sick. This changes the game. We don't even need this anymore. Actually, I'm going to get rid of it because it's taking up fuel. Cool. So that's charged. We're going to have to go get more nether quartz. Right, where are we at? There's some quartz. Yeah. Right, may as well grab a little bit more. And if anyone did watch my Project Infinity series, you'll know I don't have a great experience with quartz. We always need it. So I think that's something we'll figure out quickly. Because I don't want a repeat of Project Infinity on that. I was mining it a lot at a time. But again, as well, we didn't have fortunes on Project Infinity, so maybe it'll be fine. Okay, subspace bubble. What does that mean? Let's do that. These are all mined up now. We can mine all of them. That's an extra 32, which is incredible. And that's only going to get faster the more we have. Well, it's going to get faster, but it's also, there's going to be less slots. Do you know what I mean? So eventually, so right now it's 1, 2, 3. So that's 5, and that's 3. That's, what, 8 slots? Then it will be less. So it'll go down to 6 or 3. Yeah, 3 each. So it's not perfect, don't get me wrong. How did we get 16? I don't know. But we can make 2 blocks. And then, because we already have some these, so we just need 4 of you to make the growth accelerator. And these can be powered with anything. It's just super easy to use crystal resonance generators, purely because, you know, they do exactly the amount and you can just chuck them on them and it does it for free. So sick. Okay. Crystal res, and then we need 4 copper, 3 iron. Cool. I like it when the craft looks like what it's meant to be. I don't know why, it just makes me happy. Right, one thing I do want to do, yeah, we'll do it, is we're going to put the crystal reses on the bottom half. Just so we can access the, we can access everything easier. Yeah, so that one's already done. That, yeah, they're going to be doing really quick now, so we just have to be careful. That did 32 plus 9, or even more than that. Again, we get 2 more here, it's going to be rapid fire, and we can get block breakers to automate that. Okay, that's doing really well. Let's just organize that, turn this on. Okay, what are we dealing with? See, some of them enable Elytra Flight. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of Elytra Flight when we've got Create Flight. So, what are we working with? 13 armor, 7.25 look. Okay, none of them are better. I mean, I'm probably not going to look at them unless they have enchants. Like that one. But that's, we've got better enchants. So yeah, none of that's really worth to me. So what we're going to do is we'll grab the gems out. Low slime. Go. See, so none of them are really worth. So we're going to turn this off. And then we're going to turn you on. And that will all go in there. Anything that can go into the reforger will. Or the salvager. And then all of that's going to get pushed. 41 Godforged pearls already. Oof. There we go. That's nice. And then the rest of this can get thinned. I mean, the redstone's going to waste, yeah, because we could use it, but I mean, we barely left it on for it as long, and that's how much redstone it produced, so I think we're going to be fine in that sense. And yeah, eventually as well, what we'll do is we'll strip the enchants off some of the armors as well, so we'll have a library full of enchants. These guys are really annoying, but it's okay. Right, I'll come back to that in a sec. And yeah, our crystals are just going to keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger. We're going to move them in there. We're going to grab this and move this outside. Because this is where our crystals are going to be now, so this makes sense for this to be here. Yeah. And then this stuff we can put away into there. Cool. Oh, and gem dust as well. So that's pretty good. I think we did miss a gem, and that's why we had gem dust in here just a second ago. So we can turn that off. That's done. We can turn that off. Cool. And we can press start back up again. It's a really good system. I really enjoy it. We can do that. I think it shouldn't mess with the spawns. It just makes it lighter for us. Yeah, we'll these couple of torches about. I can't believe I haven't already. About, to be fair. Get rid of them out of my image. Yay, there we go. To be fair, I think we'll probably just leave it at 2 growth crystals because we're getting a lot. It's working out. Good. Can't sleep. Rain. I did try though, chat. I did try. Right, next up, we're just going to kind of follow the quest line now. So we're going to want processors, right? I'm going to skip it and just go straight to the crafting terminal and the controller. Because these are the ones that we're going to want most. And then we can work on everything else afterwards. So we're going to start off with the ME terminal. Then we're going to want the illuminated panel. Well, so this is the first step. We're going to want, that's very easy. And I'm hoping we already have the resource. No, we're going to have to do some dust, which we haven't got a crusher yet. So it's kind of one of them. If we had a crusher, it'd be way faster. And again, I'm just going to find these every chance we get. We're already doing really well. Is it a fortune? It has. I wondered why we were doing so well on that. This is doing well. I might turn these guys off for just because, yeah. Right, that's done. And back to the panel. That. Then we need 2 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. Illuminated panel. There we go. So we get 3 of them. We don't need 3, but yeah, we have 3 now. We need a logic press, which is gold and silicon. And silicon is, we melt this, get silicon. We need a piece of gold and a piece of redstone. So silicon is if we melt the crushed surface quartz. Then what we want, so gold is logic. We're going to put logic in here, this, and that will process. Rightio. And then we're going to want silicon. Silicon's the only easy one because it's exactly what it says, whereas gold, calculation, and engineering, they're a bit. Right, so when you've got those 2, all you do is you put them in. It doesn't really matter what order, but this is the best order because it's kind of the order it looked like. The other way around, I mean. So that's that. We're going to need 2 more of those. So that's fine. So we need flux dust. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to chuck a bunch of them in there. Okay. Like so. And then I'm actually going to turn 10 of it because that's all I have. I thought I had more redstone than that, but I don't. We're going to turn 10 of it into flux. Like this. And just remember as well, if you have a magnet on, you have to turn it off for this. Okay. Ooh. Ew. There we go. Now we have some flux crystals. Nice. And then if you want flux crystal dust, you're going to have to put them in here as well, and it will process. Again, if you have a crusher or something that can crush stuff down, use them instead. This is slow. And I'll automate it when I get into mechanism and auto crafting. I'll get it all kind of automated. We're very fast because our armor's pretty good. I believe we're on full netherite already. Like so. And our formation. And that makes the terminal. Right. Next up is the crafting terminal. So we're going to want a calculation press and a crafting table. Let's go crafting table and we'll get our calculation press. Certus quartz, and I'm going to chuck in a bunch of this. Oh, well, we're going to need it. Dude! And do you mind? Like, I'm busy. Go to sleep. Yeah, I'll just do silicon. And then the silicon gets turned into a press. God, I want to go to Spoons. I want Spoons food. If you don't know what Spoons is, if you're not from England, Spoons is like a pub restaurant brand. They do cheap stuff, but still like not a high quality, but it's like edible. Ramsey would shut it down, but Ramsey would go to a Spoons because he's Scottish / British, so he would definitely. And if he doesn't, he's lying. Because he definitely would go to a Spoons. I can like put money on it that he would go. I'm only gonna put £1 on it because I am broke, but still. We don't need to do that. Silicon in here because we're gonna make the engineering press, which is diamond. And we need a piece of redstone, redstone. And then we need to smelt our blackstone, skystone. Skystone or blackstone? I don't remember. We need to smelt this, that, and then we make our controller. Like so. Right, the controller is going to go here. We did have a point somewhere. I saw it just there. It is. Point is going to go here. Going to put it on our main. Bypass limit. And then we're going to do this. Then what we're going to do is our flux cable like so. And our ME crafting grid. So this is our crafting table now. We're going to do number of items. Okay, I think should be already on. Yeah. Cool. And next thing we're going to craft is an AE2 storage bus. Where art thou be the storage bus? Doth my eyes deceive me, or is... Okay, let's just do AE storage. Price storage bus. No, thank you. Storage bus. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need an interface, which is very easy. We have the ingredients. Our interface, and then we just need 2 pistons, which again, like so. And then that's a storage bus. Then we just simply put you on there. I'm going to put priority 100 on here. Now, we have storage. Sick. Right, we can chuck all of this away. And they are going to go in wherever they can fit, so I think it will start in... Yes. I mean, all the AE2 stuff. This is just the AE2 barrel now. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Now we have better crafting. The next thing is I'd really like to put that on there, but how does the connector want to be made in it? Certain mod pack. Yeah, you need the crystal assembler for it. Okay. But this is what we're working towards next anyway, so fine. There we go, 28. That's not bad, you know. Not a bad amount. And we can just do some remodeling. Get those. Closer. Okay, cool. Smart ME cables. That far is going to be mental. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. So we have room for 2. Cool. And it's going to be really annoying to get around now. Okay. And you can go there. And that means we can hook up this over there. So I'm going to do that. That's the powers back on. Get the plug down. Point. There we go. Point is back on. I can just do this. And I could have done, yeah, I could have done something a similar way. Right. I can go. Dog is barking. We love that for him. We need another external storage. Okay. Right. So this is going to get put priority of 1,000. It's always going to try and put stuff into the drawers first. So yeah. As long as it doesn't try and put extra stuff in here, that's fine. I don't think it is, so I think we're good. Terminal encoder. Terminal encoding terminal. ME pattern encoding terminal. So we're going to want to make another one of these. I'm just going to put them on the roof. The encoder is going to go there, so I don't get it confused. Right. Next up, we're going to want at AE pattern